What I get asked a lot is about THQ, is about like the results that we get, and why do we manage to get the best out of people? And I thought I'd do a bit of a video today about a bit of a history about THQ, so you guys sort of know what you're involved in, really, because I think that's very important as well, because you entrust your time and energy, and you entrust in us to get you the very best results. So I wanted to explain like a little bit of history of it, because I think it will help clarify a little few things about us. The main reason we started it, and why we believe so much about it, is because when I started personal training, I looked around at what personal training was about. And what I saw personal trainers teaching classes that they didn't do themselves, and that sort of didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So why would you entrust a client, why a client entrust you and take them through a workout? So it could be a cat-sized class, or it could be any, I'm not going to pick on any sort of class, but why would somebody take a client through that who's trusted them, but then they wouldn't do that sort of workout themselves? That made no sense to me whatsoever. How can that be the very best thing for the client if they wouldn't do it themselves? So I sort of looked around, and I thought, I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to be a part of that. And also, people used to say to me about sales, like people said you've got to be good at sales to be a personal trainer, and that sort of worried me, because I thought, how can I be good at sales? Because and I thought the biggest thing is just do something that you would do yourself. And like what we sort of sell as such to our clients is something that we do ourselves on a consistent basis, and something that massively helps us get results. So when you guys join, like we are like, I'm so eager to get you into the sessions, because I know 100% it works, because we've put so many people through it, and I do it myself 100%, and that is why we sort of created THQ. And as we started to come along with it, we sort of realized that people needed to do 3 full body workouts. That is what we did ourselves, and that's what 100% I did, because we needed to hit more than one muscle group per week to make it change. And then we couldn't have opened the gym without strength room, because I knew that I focused entirely on hitting a single body part at different parts of the week. So if I wanted to improve my full body workouts, I'd have to take a little bit extra time working on my chest, or working on my shoulders, or working on my legs. And that's where I sort of thought that was like, I needed to do that. So I needed to, if I was going to sort of provide full body workouts, I'd also need to provide a strength room, and that's where the strength room come from, because I thought that was massively essential for people to work on and improve on. Then, like the shoot, what I noticed is what I did in my own training was, I feel like that I needed to sort of do something that was unmaintainable to achieve a certain goal, because once it's easier to maintain a good physique than it is to get a good physique. Okay, so I'll say that again. It's easier to maintain a good physique than it is to get a good physique, because like the body I've got now, I couldn't get this body on the training and my diet that I have now. It would just be impossible. But so I knew that I had to create something that was sort of built around people going all in for a short period of time, because that has long-term effects. It changes the way our body is, and it changes the way we feel about ourselves and what we can actually achieve and what we can achieve going forward as well. So that was where the shoot come about. We then started to look at like the basically the after part of the shoot, and to be honest, the first year of THQ, I feel like we sort of failed in that part. So what we was trying to sort of get across was the after shoot part. We wanted to basically build people's calories up in something called reverse dieting, which we massively believe in. We say, trying to get your calories up, but all we did really was we didn't provide anyone with real structure after the shoot. We tried to do meetings, we tried to encourage other people to up the calories, but we felt like we didn't offer enough. So that's where we went back to the drawing board and thought, how can we sort of increase the results after, so people get the same sort of results, and they don't sort of go off track, and we can promote reverse dieting a little bit more. And that's where the programs come in. That's where the chest and shoulders, the leaner legs, and the arms program come from. We don't just make these things up. There's always a particular reason behind them. Okay, so basically we wanted to, after the shoot, and this is why the programs always run a week after the shoot. So basically then we can build your calories up for the 4 weeks after, and we can give you an accountable program to do reverse dieting. Okay, so it's not essential, you don't have to do it. We will email you out about it, but this is why we created it. I just want people to understand why we create things. So we build your calories up slowly to a point for the first 4 weeks of the program, and then we slowly start to bring your calories back down so you understand that, okay? And then once you've got that better understanding of how to do reverse dieting, when you're more capable then of increasing your calories and finding out what works for you as well, okay? So this is why we created THQ, and this is everything about THQ. And I just thought, I've been thinking about it for a while, and I just thought, you know, members who entrust, you know, themselves to us to get them the very best results deserve to know what we do and why we do it. So yeah, that's basically it really, and that's why, that's what I believe, because every single trainer and myself believes wholeheartedly about the process, and we do this on a consistent basis. That is the reason, you know. And it's not me slagging off bigger class numbers or bigger any type of class, because at the end of the day, if a person who's taking that class does that training on a consistent basis, whatever that training is, then that is something that is going to work, okay? But I just looked around and I didn't see people doing the classes themselves what they did, and that's what I didn't like about the industry when I first come into it, and that's why I wanted to create THQ. So again, it's not slagging anything type of exercise off. If the trainer does that on a consistent basis and that's what they used to get in shape, then that's what they should do, and that's going to help the client, because it's the belief in the trainer and the client, and the belief in the trainer wants is 100% behind rooting for the client to get the best results. And that is what I always set out for THQ. I wanted myself and all the trainers and everyone to make sure that we are rooting for the clients to succeed, because we believe so much in the process, and that, I believe, is why we sort of get such good results really for our clients. So yeah, I hope that video sort of give you a little bit of background, and I just thought, I've been thinking about doing it for a while, so yeah.